I do it because I see that everyone's feeling happy or fine, and I feel that I could ruin their happiness. So I just hide my emotions so they don't realize that I'm feeling bad. But the thing is that when these persons ask us this, it's because we look different, with this strange humor or facial expression. So they are asking us for a reason, to know if there's something wrong, and maybe they are trying to help us to feel better. But instead of thinking in how we feel, we're just thinking how our expressions will affect others. We're worried in what would people think, instead of thinking maybe in why do we feel like that. Has it happened to you that you didn't like the comments that someone made you, but you didn't say anything because you don't want that him or her feel bad? Or you just don't dare? Because that person could be your friend, for example, and you might think that you could ruin the friendship or make it uncomfortable. And it happened to me that with some persons I dared to let them know that I didn't like their comment, or it could be also an action, like pulling the hair or the thing of kicking the back of the knee that makes you fall. And I could easily tell them that I don't like that. But with some others I just can't do it. Like for example with my mom, when she just does something shameful or private for me to my grandma and my aunt. But I can't blame her or tell her anything because, well, it's my mom. But also, we have a special relationship, and I don't want to make it uncomfortable or start a discussion. But when I don't tell these persons how I feel about what they did, then they continue doing it. And each time it's so hard for me to tolerate it. But I continue because these persons are important for me. But what we need to understand is that we are also important, and how will this affect us? Because each time that person makes that comment, we feel bad. Because they might be joking, so we just laugh or something. But inside, we're furious because it really affects us. Personally, I'm so bad at showing my emotions. So if I'm angry or sad, I just run to my room and cry in secret. Or sometimes I scream in silence or with a pillow on my face. Sorry. But it really doesn't help me to feel better. Normally, we avoid the emotions that we don't want, and we just ignore them to feel the ones that we consider good. But by classifying them as good and bad, we're only bordering or denying the bad ones. And by denying them, in the moment that it is inevitable to feel them, it can cause us to not be able to handle them or to react adequately to the situation. And what will happen when these bad emotions appear is that all of the ones that we have said will get out in the worst way. And it can cause, we can affect our relationship with other persons. Because instead of expressing how we feel, we will shout it. And all of the things that we made to hide those emotions, those things were honest. Because it's obvious that we won't be able to hide those strong feelings. It's too much for just one person. I have been in these type of situations in which I have many things to do, or I just have a bad day, so I'm out all day. And the only thing that I want to do is to be alone in my room without seeing anyone. But I can't, so I see people all day. And I normally let myself be carried by the emotions. So if I'm not feeling that well, I literally make everyone to know it. What helps me in these situations is to talk with trust people, like friends about my problems, maybe of school, sometimes about my family, or about other persons. And like that, apart from that, talking about my problems help me to liberate myself. They can also help me by giving me advices about similar situations they have lived. And also, by the fact of them that showing that they care about what I'm saying and they listen to me, they can also, well, it helped me to feel good because like they show that they care about me. But I have heard that what other persons do to be calm is to hear music that they like. Also, they try with gardening, crafts, painting, or just think in silence. These activities could help us when we have a bad day and maybe we want to distract ourselves from the many things we have to do and don't work with so many emotions. So, what I want to show you is that it's completely normal to feel any emotion. It doesn't matter if it's considered good, bad, or complicated. Or if you're the only one feeling it. We all have bad days. And also, it's necessary to feel them, to know how does that emotions affect us, and know how to calm us down when we're in a complicated situation.